Good afternoon, friends. Meteorologist Delaney Willis here with an update on some storms moving through the area. I'm not sure how well you can hear what's going on around me, but the rain is falling so hard here at the station that it is kind of a dull roar right now, and we are not the only one getting affected by this heavy rainfall right now. Wanted to walk you through a few warnings that we are seeing currently. A flash flood warning that is in effect for portions of Franklin County until 3:30. Now it is now 3 o'clock at the time of recording this, and this is a significant amount of pretty heavy rainfall that we are seeing in these locations in Franklin County, along with a very healthy thunderstorm. This severe warned storm for Bedford, and that is crossing over into Franklin County. Well, if Smith Mountain Lake area, if you are out and about in Smith Mountain Lake, it is time to take cover. There is a lot of lightning associated with this, along with that pretty significant rainfall. Again, that runs until 3:30 this afternoon. But I have been watching this storm pretty closely, and you'll notice that the rotation right here is still it's tightening and broadening. So this storm is pulsing, and we are going to keep a close eye on this one in terms of rotation. If we do have any sort of radar indicator rotation, that's something to watch out for. But for now, this is just very, very heavy rainfall and a lot of lightning. And I wanted to actually read you this flash flood warning. The National Weather Service in Blacksburg issued this, and again, that is until 3:30. Between 1 and 3 inches of rain has already fallen with this storm, and they're expecting up to 2 more inches in this area. So that is why that is a flash flood warning for that region. So that is for parts of Franklin County. Again, that includes the Rocky Mount area. We do have another flash flood warning here in Lexington, and that is for portions of Botetourt and Rockbridge counties until 9 o'clock tonight. So this one runs a little bit longer, but with this, still some heavy rainfall, but not quite as much lightning, and this is also not a severe warned thunderstorm. And I'll go ahead and pull up that flash flood warning as well. Again, that's for portions of Botetourt and Rockbridge counties until a little bit later on, until 9 o'clock this evening. 2 and 3 inches of rainfall have already fallen in this location as well for Botetourt and Rockbridge, and they're expecting up to 2 more inches within that warned area. Flash flooding is either ongoing or expected to begin shortly, and that's including Goshen, Rockbridge, Baths, Brownsburg, Collarstown, and Natural Bridge. Now, there are a lot of rivers and streams within this area, and that's also why this one does run a little bit longer, that particular warning. So we do have now, we're looking at this one in Franklin. It looks like it's crossing over into Bedford just a touch, or it is about to, but this severe thunderstorm warning crosses over into Bedford, that flash flood warning just for Franklin. So Franklin, Botetourt, and Rockbridge now all included in those flash flood warnings. The rest of us, we are under an aerial flood watch until 11 o'clock tonight. That's for portions of the New River Valley and in Southside, Lynchburg, and Highlands. Really, you'll notice the majority of the state of Virginia is included in this flood watch at this time. That's until 11 o'clock tonight. And you might wonder why we have that in place, why the Weather Service did issue that watch. And it's not because we have a widespread coverage of these showers and thunderstorms. It's still very isolated, but the ones that we are seeing moving through are very, very slow movers. In fact, I'll bring your attention to the severe thunderstorm warning that was issued for Bedford and Pennsylvania, and that goes until 3:30, that storm where the flash flooding is in Franklin. This is moving, that storm right here in Bedford County, parts of Bedford, Pennsylvania, and warning is technically still for Franklin. That storm is moving east at 15 miles an hour. So these are very slow movers, and they are dumping a ton of rainfall on already saturated ground. So any of these storms that move through, they're moving about 10 to 15 miles an hour. So we are seeing very saturated ground and a lot of rainfall on top of the saturation. So that's why the watch is in place until this evening, because we have had so much rain already yesterday with the storms that were still slow movers yesterday. So we are still going to keep an eye out for any continuation of these showers and thunderstorms this evening, but I did want to bring your attention to a few of these flash flood warnings that you have in place. If you do have these low-lying areas that you are trying to drive through, if you come across flooded roadways, turn around, do not drown, do not try and drive in these flooded roadways. It is very, very easy to get swept away, even in a very small amount of water pooling on the roadways.